everyone, Sawmill Charlie. Well, it's July the 20th and the honey supers have been pulled and extracted and my hives are in their winter configuration, and it's time for me to apply my first mite treatment of my mite treatment program, in which this year I've been thinking about using Apivar, and then also my standby has always been Apivar. The past week we've been in the 90s all the way up to 100 degrees during the daytime, and I feel that I better just stick with Apivar because it's going to still be in the 90s for the next several weeks, and I don't want to have any detrimental effect to my hives through using Apivar, which is a thymol product. So today I'm going to go ahead and I've got my 60 pack of Apivar strips here, and here's one of the Apivar strips, and what I do is I use a finishing nail and I stick it in the top. I save the nails from year to year. I'm going to hang this in between the frames and kind of in midair so it doesn't affect the comb where the bees will usually chew that comb out. I'll probably separate the frames just a little bit so that hopefully won't happen. And as per instructions, you put a strip per 5 frames of bees, which my boxes are all 10 frames. And I'll tell you right now, my bees are super strong. They have bees everywhere. Those young queens that I bought this spring are really doing their job. So when it comes to my 10 frame hives, I'll probably be putting in at least 4 strips, 2 in the top box and 2 in the bottom box. I'm going to go through my nukes, and I'm pretty sure they're all super strong too when it comes to bee population. And most of those are deeps, and I will be putting at least 1 strip in each deep box along with that. Now today I wanted to take you out. I wanted to kind of show you what the apiary looks like since it's in its winter configuration. Thought you'd like to see that. I also brought my hive lifter out so I can lift that top box that's full of nectar. I checked here about a week ago. The 3rd box of medium that I put on my triple medium hives and my also double deeps, they are all full of nectar in the top after I had pulled my honey supers off. There is quite a bit of sumac across the road from me. Found out that that's a good nectar source for the bees, and they have supplied themselves with ample food supply. And our dearth is starting now, going through August, so I don't have any worries for them about running out of any nectar sources and starving or anything, or me having to feed them at this time. The only problem I have in my apiary, I do have 1 production hive that's queenless for some reason, and I'm going to be taking one of my nukes. Hopefully I'm going to find the queen and put her into that box along with extra brood from her hive, and hopefully that hive will be up and running and all that. So let's go ahead and let me show you what the apiary looks like. All right, here we're at the beginning of my apiary. This is where the nuke area is. I've got 12 nukes here. As you can see here, the small single deep nuke there, it's got a young queen. She was a virgin here just a few weeks ago, and she's starting to build up some, but still working on that. And we've had some bearding, but today and yesterday the humidity calmed down, and actually it's kind of pleasurable to be out here today. Now here is the start of my honey production hives. This is something new for me this year, is double deep 10 frames. I use these to get started this year, and putting my nukes that I had to buy, I figured if I didn't have to transition them to mediums, maybe I could get a honey crop out of them, which I did, which, as if you might know already, here's a triple medium hive, which I normally run. I actually got 1,000 pounds of honey. I thought I was only going to get 500 pounds, but Between all new queens that I put in this year, plus the nukes that I bought to fill the dead outs, they gave me 1,000 pounds of honey, which was even actually a little bit more than what I got last year. Here's another double deep. The rest of my hives are mediums. The one with the brick on there, that's the one I got queen issues with, trying to fix that with a nuke. And I'll be working on that this week. And then all these units down through here are up and running with plenty of bees, and all the top medium boxes are full of nectar, and they'll be in good shape as far as getting through our dearth. And then there's my hive lifter. I'll be using that today, saving my back about pulling off that top box and then getting in there and putting in the Apivar strips. So I'm going to go ahead and get suited up, and let's get in here and I'll show you how we'll be using the hive lifter and putting in Apivar strips. All right, I'm all suited up. Here's the first hive here. We're going to go ahead and put Apivar strips in. We'll put them in the bottom box, and then also the second medium box, and then of course the top box will be a honey super, and I'll be lifting that off with the hive lifter. So let's go ahead and take this telly cover off. And let's get the hive lifter here in place. And it's pretty good shape. I got to go ahead and break the box here. If I can get my hive tool in there. And it is broke. And all I got to do is kind of push down and lift that top box off. Back it up out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and bring you up a little closer here, and so you can see better. All right, here's the top of the box. We got the bees here. They are really dead calm. Very nice. And all. I'm going to go ahead and kind of just get in here and let's take a peek of what the frames look like. At least one or two. And pick that up out of there. And look at that frame right there. Solid brood. Another carpet brood frame. That's the kind of frame I'm always looking for. And then the frame right next door to it is the same way. I'm going to go ahead and pull this top box off, set it over here in the lid area. Not too heavy. I got my drone frame in there. Let's go ahead and look at that, see how they're doing with that. They got some drones in there, and there's my queen. She's right on the drone frame. How about that? They got that side. Let me go ahead and show you the queen if I can. And she is, where is she? Oh, there she is. She is right there. Hopefully you can see that. There she is walking right there. All right, well, let's go ahead and put her back. That's nice to see. Kind of unusual to find her there. All right, I want to kind of spread these frames out a little bit. See what the bottom box kind of looks like. And we got some nectar, we got some pollen. Don't see a whole lot of eggs right in there, but maybe she'll lay up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the strips. Here's my strips. I'm going to take and put one right there. And put one right in there. A little wide there. Same way over this way, a little bit wider than normal. All right, we got 2 strips in the thing. These are medium boxes. Now I have to kind of lay the strips sort of on an angle so they'll fit. Of course, the next box, they'll fit right down into the other frames in the next box below very nicely. All right, and we will put another strip right straight down in there. And I think I'm going to put one right in there. I'm going to spread the frames a little bit where these are. And just like that. So let me go ahead and bring the hive lifter up here and drop the next box back on. And here comes my honey super. Straighten it up a little bit. Definitely tell it's full of honey. Let me bring the camera back up so you can see everything better. All right, we got the 4 strips in the bottom box, the middle box. Got the honey super back on top with the hive lifter. Now we can go ahead and put my little ventilation blocks in up here in the front. Put my telly cover back on. And we're off to the next. So let's go on down the line and put a few more in. All right, we're here at the next hive. I'm going to go ahead and take the top cover off. Go in and use my hive lifter. I'm going to go ahead and use this new hive tool I got. It's about 15 inches long. It's got a lot of leverage to it. Nice little sharp blade on the front up here. It actually has a J hook on the opposite end. I got this at my good friend Bill. He owns the Shenandoah Bee Supply Company in Woodstock, Virginia. I'll go ahead and put his contact information in the comments in the video area or the description area of the video. I really like this, and it gives you a nice leverage about popping these boxes, especially with this hive lifter, and which is better than the normal J hook. Oop. Like she's a little bit connected in the bottom, it seems like. Come on. There she goes. I have to calm them down a little bit with the smoker. Another good strong hive. I can see right away that this hive's got plenty of brood frames in the top up here. Same way down here, a lot more brood frames. I'm not gonna fool around. I'm gonna go ahead and drop an Apivar strip in. Couple more Apivars. Like so. Kind of space them out a little bit. And that's it for that hive. Put the honey super back on. And we're done. Well, I'm going to go ahead and work myself on down the line and put the rest of these strips in. So until next time, please like, subscribe, click the notification bell, share my videos with your friends, and have fun with your bees.